A perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan State's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Spartans in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Spartans. Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Denmark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. There he goes! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Michigan State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got room at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Reed. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO, it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. So good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Gives it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Penn State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Callahan. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they can't make the connection on third down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here comes the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got him. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout, Penn State. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the quarterback could have thrown that one any better. I mean, he literally put that right on the face mask of his guy. Receivers just got to catch it.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense in a bunch formation. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. There, got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. He'll try to tack on one more.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it from the gun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Man down on the play as the officials... to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Shakes off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. Extend mark. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to the left. Find some fresh air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The give is to Williams. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running it to the right. Look out, he's got room. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. He'll keep it himself. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Trying to pound it in. And And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. He's going to let it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Michigan State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for two and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And I know this offense, man, they're glad they just got that 3, and he drilled it. But, man, you get the ball first. You want to go down and put pressure on the other side and score that touchdown. Now their defense is going to have to come out and make sure they keep him out of the end zone, or else they're going to lose this football game.
Using his legs, it's Hayes. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have...
That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown, no walk it off!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.